Maybe you should have listened when Kamala Harris said,
Do not come. Do not
look,
come.
I know the World Cup starts in 3 days, but the United States of America says you ain't getting in here. You ain't coming in here. Omar Artin, the best referee on the African continent, CFA's Referee of the Year for 2025, the first Somali official ever appointed to a World Cup, flew from Kenya, transited through Turkey, landed in the United States with a valid visa in hand, and got sent back. No explanation given. Iraqi striker Ayman Hussein, the man who scored the goal that sent Iraq to their first World Cup in 40 years, was held at Chicago O'Hare Airport for nearly 7 hours. Actually, after 7 hours, got him in. His team photographer, however, Talal Salah, was not so lucky, was sent home. And the International Sports Association has formally written to FIFA saying that journalists from Iran and across Africa, accredited journalists with official FIFA credentials are being denied visa entry.
Not to be a hater, but I'm kind of excited and eager to watch the World Cup crumble because it's being hosted in the US. I don't know. I'm not hoping that it does, but based on the current state of America, there's just no way it's gonna go smoothly. But I'm intrigued enough to see it crumble for many reasons. Like, just for one, what did America think was gonna happen? Everyone in the world is watching ICE go and kidnapping people off the streets, shipping out human beings left and right, disappearing humans, sending thousands of troops to cities like the friggin' Hunger Games. I thought people around the world are gonna go, oh, that's cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and book this ticket for the World Cup. No, my guy. It's so funny because they're like, oh, this is gonna contribute millions of dollars to the US economy. Psych! I just now saw how like tens of thousands of people who already purchased tickets cancel their tickets within the past 48 hours because of what's happening in the US. I don't know, kind of vibey. I'm kind of feeling it. Because once it inevitably crumbles, and it most likely will, it'll be just the perfect example of America thinking it's so great and they can do anything as long as you believe in yourself, but then not have the resources and infrastructure and systems in place to make it work. The delusion of American exceptionalism at its best. And the second reason why I'm also kind of excited to watch it crumble is because when it was being hosted in the Arab world, in Qatar 4 years ago, every Western country, and within every Western country, every news outlet had so much to say about Qatar and question whether it was right to host it in a country like Qatar, in a Muslim country, in an Arab country. But now that it's in a Western country, and that said Western country is literally disappearing people, kidnapping people, and some of them are dying because of what's going on. And I haven't seen one Western news outlet say anything questioning whether it's right to continue with the World Cup in the US. But when it's an Arab and a Muslim country, no, we have to question everything. And what's funny is that World Cup, the Qatar one, from what I hear, and all my friends, I personally did not go, but all my friends in the Middle East went. And all I've heard was that it was the smoothest process from beginning to end. The booking of the flight, your visa into the country, your transportation from the airport to the games, to your actual event, to your hotel, back to the airport, everything was smooth. And it was a very clean, streamlined process. Something that America could never do. America could never. I lived there for 33 years. They could never do that. Just the systems in America, in any and every sense, is just broken. Everything's broken. And for them to think they're gonna successfully be able to host hundreds of thousands, if not more than, or is it like millions, of attendees and tourists for the games? Can't wait to watch it crumble.
Everyone's talking about it, and it's only right I add my opinion. And I must say, this World Cup is probably going to be the most unenthusiastic, unhyped, unspoken about football tournament ever seen in football history. First off, my main question for FIFA is why did they give the World Cup to America? A country that calls the sport soccer instead of football. Secondly, you've got so much political conundrum when it comes to matches just because of America. You have the likes of Iran having to fly out of the country as soon as the match is done because they can't be there more than 24 hours after the match in America. You've got the likes of players being either denied visas or being held in immigration. You've got the likes of flipping school shootings or shootings around the area of where England are actually playing. You've got the likes of snakes being found in the Swedish team's lockers. It's just, it doesn't make any level of sense. I'm not going to lie to you. And you know what's so funny? You see Qatar 2022, yeah, where people were thinking that it was going to be one of the worst World Cups and it actually happened to be one of the best World Cups in history, that's going to be America this year. I put money on it. FIFA do better. I even forgot one point. The capitalism in this World Cup, never seen before. I'm hearing for one bottle of water, it's £18. To park a car near the stadium, not even in the stadium, is $222. Crazy. I'm hearing the final tickets are probably going to be going for $1 million. Nah, come on, man.
It really feels like people don't care enough that the World Cup is happening in the US. Like, I don't think people are excited. Like, we are having the World Cup in the US. Like, do you guys understand what that means? Like, this is not in a once in a lifetime, but I don't know when this is going to happen again. Like, we're not excited enough. Like, there's not enough things going on. Like, I'm in one of the hosting cities. I'm in Atlanta, and I genuinely feel like there is not enough excitement. There is not enough hype around this. There is not enough. I don't even think we're even planned like correctly. I don't even think we're planned properly for this. Like, I think the US is really slacking with this whole World Cup situation. Like, we are not excited. We have 30 minutes. Like,
so what's going on, everybody? I'm trusting that you're all doing well today, and yes, you are welcome to the channel. So currently there is a very agitated debate that is going on throughout the world, but I'm asking myself, this has been planned for such a long time that if we are having this debate, then it shows that we didn't have proper planning. So I'm talking about FIFA World Cup 2026. You already know about the saga, and this is not something that you can tell me the organizers did not anticipate. They anticipated this and they knew that such a thing was going to happen. So let's say, for example, you are aware that in the beginning of the year there are African countries that, of course, your beloved president Donald Trump banned from getting into the United States. But what did FIFA organizers did? What did the World Cup organizers did? They went ahead and still approved that World Cup should be played in the USA, which is a very good location when it comes to, you know, grounds and all that. But then again, with the situation, the fact that other countries who had also registered to participate in the same were not going to be allowed into the United States of America. So right now, you find that these people have been denied their visas and they cannot enter the US because they do not have visa to do that. So let's talk about this particular referee who had been proposed from Somali, and he also cannot come. That is a very big embarrassing situation, because I'm also asking myself that FIFA World Cup knew very well that Somali citizens are not allowed. They've been banned to go to the United States of America, but still went ahead to appointing him to represent the World Cup. I mean, like, for what? If that is not just putting somebody into a spot so that they can be embarrassed. You've watched the list, you've seen the list. I'm talking about Congo, DRC, or maybe it's the case of Ebola and all that. But I feel like also people get tested if they have like good health for them to travel. So we're looking at about 40% visa denial rates into those particular countries. And this one is bringing out like more debate, because in my mind, at the back of my mind, I'm asking myself, didn't organizers know that? They knew that, and they had a chance to actually relocate where the place, or rather where the venue was going to be for FIFA World Cup, because we are talking about, this is an event that almost everybody in the whole world is participating, whether you're traveling to go and watch it from there or not. You are going to be there to support your country, of which if your country is not participating, I'm like, okay, so what are we doing here? This is one of the most anticipated sports in the world that people are waiting for. And I'm like, how embarrassing can it get? It's also embarrassing, but I don't also see the need, or rather why people are like shocked right now. I'm like, why are you shocked? This and that happened, and that is how it was gonna happen. So even now, you see that their players were supposed to travel to go and play, but they're stranded. Why? Because they've been denied visa. On the contract, nobody knows. And yes, that is it for today. So ladies and gentlemen, just in case you're new here, my name is Yvonne and you are welcome to being part of my online family. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate, because that is the only way you can help me, or rather, yeah, help me to be able to be bringing you this kind of content. And put your comment down below. Let me know where you're watching from, and let me know your opinion over the whole entire situation. Do you feel like, because some people are asking, do you feel like we should all just cancel this FIFA World Cup 2026 and then maybe just focus on the next until next time?